Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what is up and welcome to episode number 10 of Rating Recap. I'm your host, Gavin Garcia. Sorry it's been a while. You know how that goes. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Mark Mercasio. How's it going, Mark?
Hey Gavin, it's going great. And as they say, if you can't race change, make a new character. So I'm making an orc right now. But go on
Yeah.
with what you were saying, man.
As some of you may not know, me and Mark are in the beta. So we got that going for us. At least our lives doesn't
Damn,
suck.
dude.
I don't know, so what's new with you, Mark? It's been a while since we have actually done one of these. What
Shucks, it's been what, a month? 2 months. Well,
yeah,
I've dabbled in certain medications and I'm a new me. So say hello to Mark Percasio 2.0.
damn dude, EDC
Damn,
changed you.
dude. EDC.
Alright, as for me, got engaged.
Oh,
You guys should check out my YouTube videos. That shit's almost at 200 views. Kind of hype. But anyway, we'll move on to the actual World of Warcraft
like that
topics.
self promotion,
I'm
man.
playing. Yeah. All right. First topic. With 6-hour raid weeks, we obviously won't be pushing for high ranks in the race for full clearing. A once famous person said that comparison is a thief of joy. How long is it too long for full clearing a heroic raid tier, in your opinion?
How long is too long is pretty much the whole expansion. If we gotta wait until the next expansion to clear that raid tier, then I think we failed pretty hard. But it is it
Yeah.
is can.
So typically, so how long should a boss take roughly? Because I mean, sometimes bosses take close to a
I mean,
month.
some bosses can take 1, 2, 3 wipes and that's it. Other bosses are just gonna take a month, but it's it's a varied answer.
It's about the mental fortitude,
Yeah,
yeah, and not getting burnt out. Like you mentioned, like a fun
yeah,
factory.
fun factory kind stuff.
Yeah, fun
What's your
factory.
character's name?
Yeah. Nafshayan.
Okay. Wait, you lost me at
Nashane.
H.
Wait, what's your name? Just tell me your name.
It's Tits McGee.
Wait, come to the front of the horde thing of Garage. Wait, what server
I
are you on?
am. I'm on the same server as. I'm on Sylvanas.
Oh, right here. Here,
What's your
there,
name?
that's you. Here, invite me.
Okay.
I'm the
Okay,
warlock.
let's go.
Wait, oh yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think rating's fun overall. All right, we'll move on to the next
Yeah.
topic.
Sounds good.
About a month ago, I posted potential raid times that will result us in being weekend raiders. What do you foresee being issues, and do you overall like or dislike this system?
I feel like if we're gonna do weekend raid times, it depends on the time. Is it gonna be week, like early on in the morning?
It's gonna be early Hawaii, but for us mainland people, it's gonna be like
Okay,
midday.
that's perfect. I mean, unless you've got people who are gonna be partying all night and not gonna be themselves in the morning.
Hey, that means they're not meant to be raiders,
Oh,
yeah.
got that right.
Nah, I mean, we're all going into this understanding we're gonna have to sacrifice at some
Yes.
point, whether that be through time invested into WoW or other things. Like that's
Yes.
fine. And plus, if you organize yourself properly and manage your time well, like you're fine. Like you'll be able to have fun
Yeah.
still.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Plus, I mean, we all live for World of Warcraft, you know.
I know.
Oh, we gotta save Undercity. I'm gonna close my door. I think my girlfriend's freaking phone is picking up.
That's not okay.
All right.
What up? What up?
With the accomplishment of downing mythic bosses, we've had the taste of being part of a very minor group of World of
Uh huh.
Warcraft players, literally 10%.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what makes a great raider versus a simple peasant for the common lands?
A great raider is gonna be willing to sacrifice his weekends to play with us. At the same time, he's gonna be willing to role play accordingly to the team. In other words, he's gonna have
Nice.
to mesh with the teammates he's gonna be playing with. It's a lot with self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't really do that.
Yeah. So do you think a great raider is someone that watches YouTube videos all the time?
No, I mean they don't have to. You can be good without
Yeah,
watching. Like it's like it can be natural for some people, kind of like real life sports. I wouldn't know.
yeah, we wouldn't know.
Not at all.
Yeah, but you can train your motor skills to get
Yeah,
better. You know, I'm better at pressing
I
buttons.
mean, some people take training, some people take steroids. I wouldn't know the
Yeah,
analogy for World of Warcraft, but you know what I'm saying.
it's it's all about how fast you want to get there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Do that.
Well, in my opinion, I think a great raider is someone who has the mindset of, hey, I'm gonna wipe for a while. We're gonna wipe for a
Mm-hmm.
while, but in the end, we're a group that's gonna eventually make it past this wall.
Oh,
So I think it's about having the mental fortitude.
I see.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
That's a good
Yeah,
perspective.
because because progression mindset is very hard.
Yeah.
Like it's super hard as a raid leader to tell people, hey, it's worth your entire afternoon to come wipe with us for 3 hours on Flamebender or whatever.
Mm.
Like, don't worry about it. It's worth
I
it.
mean, it's as long as you're having fun in the end, in the long
Yeah,
run.
yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Oh man, this whole warlock is freaking
Man,
sick,
I'm
dude.
dying, dude.
I know. I don't know how to survive myself. I should probably make health
Oh, I
spells.
heal.
Yeah. Here, I'm making a health spell. Oh, I made it for myself.
Oh,
All right.
yes.
Yeah, and I think a basic reader is someone that's just gonna show up on time.
You know, do
Like,
the
not
minimum
not take
requirements.
not take any proactiveness, such as farming AP for the
Yeah.
week, or or like not even researching fights. I mean, researching fights is debatable because as a raid leader, that should fall under my
That should.
responsibility.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I think a really good raider is someone who proactively asks questions. Like, hey, I'm doing this right now. Is this correct? Rather than putting the blame on people.
I've never noticed
Because as a
anyone asking questions though when he rated.
I
Even
know, because we're all
even
good
even
raiders,
I don't
man.
ask questions. That's
Heck, yeah, because we're all pros. Nah, yeah, I don't know why that is, but I mean, we definitely get a lot less wipes if people just ask questions.
yeah.
And I think, yeah, there's no dumb question unless you're asking why is Gamora. All right, we'll move on to the next topic. This will be a little spoiler for our first raid. We are going to an experimental lab where the Titans would test out the powers of the old gods in an effort to defeat them. It is confirmed to be a raid comprising of 8 bosses. How important is the size of the raid, and do you think it's too little?
Nah, that's fine. I mean, we're gonna take a long time to kill it anyway, so it doesn't really matter in the long run.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, how much? Nah, yeah,
Yeah, I
you're
know. I know.
right. It's gonna take us the whole raid tier, man.
What were you saying though?
I don't know how long. I mean, I kind of like it, like going to a experimental lab and fighting
Some.
lab mechanics, like a bunch of
Oh,
lab
that
things
reminds
that
me of
have.
this dungeon, this raid back in Cataclysm. I think it was called Blackwing
Yeah,
Descent. Yeah, a lot of
yeah.
experiments going on, a lot of scary stuff. Speaking of themes, how do you feel about scary dungeons?
Oh man, that okay. So there's this new dungeon called what is it called? Manor, Wayford Manor. Dude, that thing is freaking creepy as hell. Like Like no joke, last like that night that we cleared that, I had a nightmare.
Oh,
Yeah, I was twitching and all that. That was
some
freaking crazy.
PTSD
But
stuff, man.
yeah, that's
I'd say it's
that's some
scary. It's Imagine Undercity times 10 in the
yeah.
creepiness factor.
It's literally Slender Man except for World of
Mm.
Warcraft. All right, we'll move on to the next topic. I got two
Okay.
more. For high school graduation, we are forced to decide on a song that resembles our struggles and create a bond by giving us something to reminisce whenever we listen to it. If you had to pick a song that represents our group that isn't Sugar by Maroon 5, what song would
Uh,
it be?
I mean, I'm probably just gonna think of the first song that pops into my head. I'm gonna think of a better song later on down the line. But uh, first song that I see is September by Earth, Wind and Fire.
You want to give a sample?
I
of
don't
a
know
song?
I don't know how it
We don't
goes,
know.
man.
Why don't you just give a little
I don't know
sample?
how it goes, man. I'm pretty sure the audience can look it up by themselves.
All right. For me, the song that reminds me of our raid group is "Wake Me Up When September Ends," because that's when BFA comes out, and I'm really hyped for that.
Nice. Nice. Well, good night, Gavin.
Now, a more non-trolly song is probably like, um, huh, maybe Black Panther. Yeah.
Which
Now
which one?
there isn't really a good song. The one by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh,
Nah, it's finesse, bruh, because we tripping on
miss me
finesse.
with that gay shit, yeah. Oh.
See why at. All right, we'll move on to the last topic. If you had a piece of loot that was a 5 item level upgrade, but someone else in your group would gain plus 20 item levels, how would you handle the situation?
Is that person better than me at the game?
Let's say that person's performing within 80% of your
Oh.
range.
But 5% and 80%, that's a. I mean, there's some calculations that need to be done with that one.
Okay, let's say you do 100k DPS, and this guy's pulling like 88.
Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, why not? Yeah.
Yeah. On a side note, BF. Well, I mean, as the raid leader, like I'd want to gear up the group over gearing up myself personally.
Okay.
But I mean, it also means that the person that I'm giving the loot needs to be someone that I trust.
Oh.
You know, like someone that's guaranteed to be part of the group.
Can you name names?
That, like someone like Centrifugal back in Warlords of Draenor.
Oh.
He raided with us for like 3 days. I mean 3 weeks, and then he quit. But we did pick up Aru, which was really sick.
Nice.
Yeah, but I guess I mean there always should be like a trial period, and then like core people. But this next expansion, like I'm gonna need people that are willing to invest time into other guildmates. Like maybe not full on invest, but just do heroics with people, get a feel for how they play
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah, and be a little bit more
That's
active.
agreeable with.
Yeah. You know that Blizzard also announced that there's no high elf
Yeah.
allied
Yeah.
race. Yeah, are you sad
No,
about
not
that?
really. Because if they wanted to, they could just play Blood Elf.
Yeah, that's true. They don't need to be an enlightened blonde elf on the alliance side. Anyway, well, BFA is confirmed to have strictly personal loot. What are your thoughts on that?
Even better. Yeah.
Yeah?
But why'd you
Yeah,
even ask the
true.
question about me having to give up that piece of loot for 20? You know what I'm saying?
Because I wrote these questions a month ago before Ian Zaragoza had his freaking Q&A.
Nice.
And then when I heard that, I was like, oh well, rip. There goes this set of questions.
Might as well ask it anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think personal loot's pretty cool. I mean, it sucks because loot is the only thing that a guild can basically bring to a group besides community.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like spot gearing somebody. I mean, it's only gonna be a problem for the first 4-5
Yeah.
weeks until the core gets geared up. But even then, it shouldn't be too much a big deal. Well, yeah, that's the end of the topics. Do you have any questions that you want to bring up? Mark?
Do you know why I chose Shaman though?
Shaman for
For this character. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, never mind.
Oh, what cutscene is this?
It feels like I've seen this
It's over,
before.
Sylvanas. The walls of Lordorn will come
Feels like
crashing
I've
down
seen this
around
before.
you. Dude. Go Mark, RP.
Nah. I gotta go to the gym.
Alright, we'll cut it
That
here.
was one fast.
Is there
What's up?
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say?
Minutes. I was gonna say, is there anything you want to talk about or anything you want
Nah,
to
dude, I'm antisocial. Let's go.
Alright. Well, we'll